So welcome guys to number 12 session of 15 minutes with mentoring. And what started an idea start to become a habit, and I love it. And the topic today was selected by one of you. As I was saying, if you have any suggestion, feel free. So let's jump into. So the topic of today, and it's so relevant for today. You can go see what I loaded today to my channel. Most of them stock that were actually selected through the tools that we're going to talk today. So our topic is stock selection, and we're going to talk about what kind of stocks, and also very important to define when. Now, doesn't matter what stock, doesn't matter what market, always you have to have a reason. Now the reason are very wide, and day like today, for example, you can get all, but you should be happy with what you get. I'm at least happy today. So, reason for picking the stocks is a momentum, and you can see momentum before the market through, and there's a way to identify it. If there is a catalyst, something happened in the company, earning season is a catalyst, something going on in the sector, hot sector, also a good idea is where to find stocks. Market direction can address you because there are some stock that follow the market, so it will be very makes sense to go with that. If you have news, you will hear something, definitely. Sister stocks. We're gonna talk today was the sister stock trade. What is the sister stock? And of course, private collection. That means each one of us loves some stock for those reasons, and usually you keep some and you learn them by heart, whatever, and that's a cool ideas to have a trade on those stocks. Before getting into that, the stock selection, at least according to me, rely on the different time frame of the market. So the first part is the pre-market, and then the beginning of the day, and then the first part of the day, and then the lunchtime, the second part, and the power hour. Again, there's difference. Some are kind of a little bit correlate, but in some of them there's a crucial, and that influence the way I'm picking up stocks. So pre-market, for example, watching pre-market, and what am I looking for? What I'm looking for is a momentum stock, because I'm a momentum trader. And as a momentum trader, I want to be on the top of the stocks that are in focus. And how do I know which one focus? I want to know when the big guys, the institutional, are. So I want to see on the pre-market if I have a big R vol, relevant volume, because that reflects interest of people there. I want to see if the percentage at least above or under 3%, some percent up or high. And you're going to see through examples, and those are trades that I'm doing every day, learning that patterns of those stocks on the pre can actually define the way I'm going to trade at the beginning of the day, because those places are the resistance support that I need to. And the focus on them for me on the pre-market stocks is going to be through the opening, and sometimes can be 10, sometimes even more, like today. Now, in order to find those, it's pretty simple. You need to have some screening for momentum from example day before for a second day trades. What does it mean? It means that basically relevant volume, basic screener every platform identified stocks that actually had a good momentum up or down, finish at the high part or the low, and definitely I want to watch them on the second day to see if the momentum continue. Also, like today, screeners for earning, just which stocks pre-earning, pre-market, after market. Today, Netflix, and I'm going to talk a second about WDC, that was a trade sister of STX that had earning today, and because of that I was focusing on this. Space is a momentum and HOG. And of course, even on the pre-market, we have the top 20 or each other movers, and we can actually get some ideas from them. And yeah, the indicators are not very difficult. Now, as the market is open, how can you define what to? I'm going to look on the pre-candidate only. So if I define some stocks that I'm going to focus on them, these are only candidates I'm going to watch. I don't care what's happening around because I need more the attention. Why? Because I'm more going scalping on them. Because sometimes the movement can be one direction even for a few minutes and then it can fade. So scalping taking much of the amount pretty fast can help me. You have to be a fast thinker. Again, if you are not, it's not a big deal. You can wait like a 15 minutes, move on. Again, momentum can, immediately, like happened today with Netflix, or can fade. You have to be, again, this is why you need to be a thinker, fast thinker. So all can happen, okay? Long, that means that even if it was a momentum stock that were down, suddenly according to the levels you can actually even long it or short a stock that was strong. Everything can happen. So you can see here, for example, trade that I did, don't remember if the beginning of the week or last week. I'm spacing every day. So again, this is the pre-market levels. Okay, identify them, and then this is as market open, first trade, and as you can see, it's pretty easy for me to feel comfortable to get in because it just broke the high of the pre-market again. Downgrade, it was down, but as you can see immediately you can see the strengths, and again, as you can see the strengths, it was pretty straightforward. Again, partials where this is a different session, but now at the same times I was trading also NCLH again above the 1 minute I started. I think it did maybe 1-to-1, whatever, and my stop was around here, the low of the candle. So the stop did initial move and then fade away again towards the entry. Again, according to my rules, I reduce half, and then you can see that it actually fade under the view up around here. I got out. No, I didn't wait here because usually if it's not immediately, sometimes it's not gonna happen, and there's no much time to start, to understand. So I'm kind of straightforward. First hour, plus minus again. Looking for trendy stocks, and I'm watching for more reversal. So stock did something, did kind of a fade a little bit. I'm watching usually for a reversal and even the breakups, because breakups statistically I saw the first hour or so can have good percentage. And at that time I have a list of all the sectors, so I can see which one is stock is strong and weak, and I have already screeners ready for each sector, so I can actually immediately go. If the market's trendy, I will go to stock that follow them, and again, time for patience, and you're going to see this line repeat. If you have some ideas and you follow something, wait for the trade to come to you. Don't hurry, because usually it's wrong. And always, like every 30, I'm fresh in my list, going over and over, just because I had a stock before, it doesn't mean that I'm going to stay forever. Lunchtime, again, if you haven't taken a break, I think this is a good time. Again, I'm watching not a breakup, I will watch much for reversals. So I'm going to go to the momentum and strings, weak stocks, and I'm going to watch for reversals. Stock that didn't move, you know, and maybe have opportunity to go back again to the same trend. And I'm gonna see, I want to go focus on the big movers with setbacks. And again, time for patience. Sometimes lunch can be painful, no trading, but you know, sitting on the herd is also a trade. And again, fresh the list. Few words about one-on-one mentoring that I have. Everything that we are talking here, we can do one-one. No recording, everything live. Focus on each one. Day trading, swing trading, risk management, strategy, preparation. If you're interested, I think this is the time. Lunchtime. Trade that I did for this week. For example, Marna. Again, trendy stocks. You know, wait for them to come to you. Beautiful formation. You know, good support of the VWAP. Great risk reward. Boom. Let it go. Second part of the day. Watching for the market direction. But now I can use different time frame. I can use even the 15, the 30 to get much more wide angle. And again, the reversal is my major. Strong sector, weak. You can see correlation. There's a correlation between, you know, lunch more and second part. And again, trade that I did 2 days ago, lunchtime. Again, momentum stock setback around here. There's nothing. Start here to build a nice formation. View up, boom, boom, boom. And you see towards the second part of the day, it can be even another or even an add-in point. So things happen. And CODX was on my list, and sometimes I'm just watching the list, the chart, and just wait for the right moment. The reason why it came, because it pops to me on the screen, and look at the RVOL. Relative volume was almost 6 times than usual. Last hour, power hour. Sometimes there's no power. What can be great here is I'm watching usually the screen of the earning, because for example today there is earning at the end of the day of LVS, or I'm gonna go to see those stocks in the last hour. Sometimes, you know, information fade and maybe things can happen and I want to join them, and it can be good. And again, if something happened from the stock that I'm still following, good example from this week was NEO. The day that the market was red, you can see immediately all the EV sector was pretty strong. You can see the higher low, and again, even towards the last hour, if it was on my screen, you could actually see the volume increase. And again, great risk reward, and the way I'm trading it is almost like a scalping also, taking 3/4. And so main focus going forward, dealing with how, where to pick stocks for trading. This is what we did. And there is a different approach during the entire day, guys. You just can't trade the same and look for the same. Each emphasize the quality of that specific time of the day. You have to be flexible. It's a combination between thinking and acting fast with patience to wait for the right trade. You need to have a system to follow in every process. It doesn't matter which part of the day. Sitting on your hands without trading is also an action, guys. Always there is a good time for research, you know, between trades, and of course let it go. Sit in your trading seat, observe the price action, wait for your trade. Pounds like Bellafiore and some big capital. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to take a few minutes to rant, but now what are you gonna do? Get better? Will you turn that frustration into fuel to do the work? That will make you a better trader. How you answer will be seen in your future P&L. And everything, guys, the reason for this 12 and the 13th session next week, and I think the mentoring and I think the live training that we did today, we need to crush our limited beliefs, because these are the things that can cause us to be a better and a greater trader than we are today. Every Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to have a 15-minute mentorship, which in each session we're going to develop a new topic in order to cause you to be a better trader. Also, I want to introduce my mentoring program one-on-one, which is a program to improve your trading plan, to build your setups, to develop a solid trading plan, and in order to cause you to be a better trader than you are. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.